Rise to Paramount Premier. No matter what I do or say, it won't matter. Everybody gon' do what they want, I don't care. Can save everybody but yourself. How long you turn a long term go with the bush around you? No matter what, keep move forward with a clear vision. That's the game of life, rest in Paramount. That's the game of life, rest in Paramount. Look at each and every one eyes, they all actors. Astronomical world stage we all. What's up, YouTube? I'm back again. Well, with some more stuff to touch up on. And man, we're reaching the age where everybody's gonna get enlightened. You know, I'm calling it. Everybody's gonna be in higher level of awareness. And awareness is key. When you start being aware is when you start noticing this small thing from your thoughts, your emotion, from what goes around you in your daily basis, what how others carry themselves and how others mind work. When you start being aware of this little thing is, but basically awareness is key. So every day we have to be aware. To be aware. And that's what I'm going to touch up on today is awareness. When you eventually come to the realization that this whole time you've been reacting, not responding or not being aware, but you've been reacting of emotion or self-imposed or what other thinks, how you've been conditioned, and from how you grew up, all that played big role into all that played big role to when you eventually grow up, and that it plays big role. So there comes a point, I feel like there comes a point everybody reaches, and even if you haven't reached it this year, or even if you have reached this year, then just know there's also another like-minded people like you out there, which is me, and here I am. So when you start becoming aware of all this little thing and the energy and stuff like that, that's when you say, okay, I'm done with the way I was living and stuff like that. To what I'm subscribing is you don't owe anybody anything. I know this, it feels like I'm all over with the topic and stuff, but that's what comes to being authentic when you're not when you're just speaking from your mind. And it's not easy to be aware and to start observing every little thing about yourself or what's around you or with anybody that's around you or in your environment. It's not easy to acceptance. Okay, it's not easy. It takes time. It takes time to build yourself to that level of awareness, it really do take time. And so main point is, in your awareness, you come to a point where you realize, wow, I just gotta stay true to myself. You gotta stay true to yourself. Focus on what you can control. Embrace the present moment. Embrace challenges. Embrace challenges. Stay in the present moment. And shift your mindset shift your mindset to not yet. Okay. And all of that takes time. But for you to reach level of awareness, you have to be focused. You have to cultivate your eternal self, not externally, not seeking validation, but cultivating yourself internally. Finding peace within yourself. The game of life is to evolve. You have to evolve mentally, physically, spiritually. And I think the psychic too, but you have to sit with yourself to come to this realization, and to build this awareness. You have to just watch. Just watch. Just observe every little thing. Now we all don't have answer to everything. That we might know it, we might feel it, but to put it into word, that's where you gotta start reading books. Read about personal development. Educate yourself. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. And be consistent. If you want to level up yourself, you want to reach higher consciousness or higher intelligence or higher awareness or all this sort of thing, you have to stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. You lack one of those, you're gonna go to your old habits, and you have to build new habits for yourself. But essentially, I know that in the future I will touch up on more of this topic, and to the point where you can understand more of this. But I really started recording without okay, what am I gonna talk about today? But awareness was one of my main topic I wanted to touch up on. But hey,
This is authentic. I'm being authentic as fuck right now. Okay? So, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, all those keywords that I just touched up on in this video, you search them up. Internet, there's information, so much information out there, but don't 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 go out there and just start looking and reading every day this and that. Okay, now not taking just taking no, yeah, reading is good, but taking all those information and stuff like that, but you're lacking one thing, which is applying the knowledge to yourself and putting it into practice. We have to build foundation. We can't unshakable foundation. But awareness is key. And through all of this, awareness is through all this life. You have to stay aware. So when you lose your awareness a little like that, you be like looking around like what? But gotta ground yourself, okay? And it feels like now more thing is popping in. More thing is popping in my head. But I'm gonna keep this video at 10 minimum. But I'm gonna touch up on more stuff. Stay tuned. Peace, family.